Welcome to my world, everyone. This is Like It or Not with Michael Lane, and Michael Lane is who I be. I'm here in Hood Dungeon. I'm back. Hood Dungeon, doing what I do best. You know what I mean? You know what to do, man. Thank you all for your support, your love. Check out my show. All of the information and times are below you, where you can follow me, follow the show, all of that, man. And coming soon, man. Coming soon. Next year, I'm coming out with my book. Hopefully a soundtrack to support it. So stay tuned. And now, the city council in Chicago, here in Chicago, has approved the John Burge Reparation bill, which is unprecedented. Now, to get into detail, I'm going to let you watch this report. But I've been talking about John Burge time and time again. Mayor Daley, who was then the state's attorney. Just take a look at this.
Before the vote was taken on the Burge Reparations ordinance, there was an unbelievable moment in City Council chamber. The torture victims of John Burge got a standing ovation, with Mayor Rahm Emanuel saying this is an essential step in righting a wrong. With that, a vote was taken and the ordinance passed with no objections.
I think it's a good way to end this chapter, which was a horrible chapter in the city's history.
I am glad that the Emanuel administration has taken a different approach to get the sad chapter behind us.
Praise for the ordinance that's been years in the making. Reparations for dozens of African-American men who claim they were beaten, shocked, and otherwise tortured into confessing by former police commander John Burge and his band of rogue detectives. $5.5 million is to be set aside. Victims would be eligible for up to $100,000, plus free college tuition, job training, and social services.
It's a historic moment, unprecedented by especially this city, where before the past administrations had denied any wrongdoing and refused to apologize, despite the fact that we had paid out millions of dollars to settle these claims.
But some have complained that the families of men who have died will not see any of that money.
We're at a place where we just can't afford to take care of the family members also. So it's sad, but I think that we're trying to take care, make sure we first address the victims.
First off, before I get deep into it, what was that dude talking about? We have already paid enough. Man, nigga, you ain't paid nothing. Ain't none of that money came out of your pocket. What's in your wallet? A lot of money. It came out of the people of Chicago. They're paying for it. Not even John Burge is paying for it. But he's still getting his pension. Now, I ask you, with all of these reports from the media that's always talking about white cops doing something to black people, why are they not talking about this? This man did this from 1972 to 1991. A former mayor, Mayor Daley, then state's attorney, helped lock them up, knowing that they were being tortured. He knew it. Where's Barry Obama? Where's Sugar Booty? He ain't nowhere to be found. He's not saying anything. Oh, yes, he can talk about Ferguson. But he can't talk about his political backyard in Chicago. You know why? Because he backed up Daley, even though he knew what Daley was doing. And he still does. He supports, just as long as it doesn't hurt his Democratic Party. He only cares about the Democrats. He don't care about none of those victims. He's not going to the United Nations talking about what Chicago did. And then, oh, we praise Rahm Emanuel and the administration for doing what they're doing. And it's a change. It just needs to stop. It's still going on. There's still innocent black men getting beaten up. These are the policies not Republicans. These are the policies of Democrats. They are out against black men. I'm a victim of it. They searched my car with no probable cause. They arrested me. I ended up losing my job. I was facing 14 years in prison. When I proved myself and I was exonerated, guess what they did? They kept it on my record for years. And if you want it wiped off your record, you have to pay for it. I lost my job. I didn't have nothing to pay for. I had a family to look after. And they tried to make sure that I'd never work again. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. Because instead of asking them for a job, I created one. But there's so many black men out there in Chicago that can't do it. Or other around the cities that are being trapped in this type of policy. Chicago has been under Democratic rule for almost 60 years, if not 60 years. And we're complaining, but yet we're voting in Democrats. And the reason why we're locked up, we're caught up in the Republican white man system. It's going to continue. And look at the media. The media is not talking about it because they don't want you to know. They don't want you to know about their party. They don't want you to know about the people they love. Y'all better get a grip. All those innocent black men, some of them have died in prison. And yet Sugar Booty says nothing. Sugar Booty says nothing about the family. Now, when I call him Sugar Booty, I'm not making fun of gay people. I'm making fun of him. Rudy Tooty said nothing. Mr. Obama, he can go around and apologize for everything, but he never apologizes for his party. Never. But he can always divide so he can conquer. What a screwed up president we have. What a screwed up media we have. What a screwed up world we have. But we better take America back. We don't, and people say, they take America back. They talk about white peoples. They think they take back the white peoples. But then at the same breath, you say, it's a white man's world. Let's get some sense about each other, man. Let's get a sense about ourselves and start looking at the big picture. Get your mind out of the weed. Get your mind out of the ghetto. This picture is big. And ask yourselves, why? Why have the liberal media, your media, sweeping this under the rug and keeping it local? Like it or not. Hood Dungeon, baby. Like it or not.